I am so excited to be back with you guys. I really missed doing these readings. They really gave, they gave me a good sense of purpose. And to those who were waiting, I deeply truly apologize. I am so grateful for the views that I was already receiving, and I didn't mean to leave anybody hanging. It's just, trying to reconstruct my whole brand. Unfortunately, I won't be doing the 12 signs for right now, as it's just not doable for me right now. But we're gonna go ahead and try these pick a card readings, and I really, really hope, and I'm manifesting that they work out and that the message still comes across. So, without further ado, it's gonna be a pick a pile cards. I'm gonna be using the Dream Ritual Oracle and the Thelema deck. We're just going to be using those two. We're just going to keep it simple, keep it light, and just really truly get into those messages that you guys need. We're going to get into love messages. So just think about, pick your stone, think about the person that you want to hear a message about, and try to really connect. And we're going to start with pile number one. Pile number one. What's coming up next in love for pile number one? What's coming up next in love for pile number one? And remember that these are not, it's not sealed or anything like that. It's not like written in stone. So you do have free will. The choices you make could affect these timelines, or if you're personally not ready, it could also affect it as well. If this doesn't resonate with you, just pick another pile. Usually you pick a pile first, and then you're like, no, you know what? I want this pile. But it's like, you should have went with the first pile or something. I don't know. I'm rambling. Okay. So we have regret and ponder. Let me sure the ankle is right for you guys. Regret and ponder. Nope. Okay. Boom. All right. Ooh, speaking about sceneries. Oh, the fish. Yes, the fish has definitely been very important lately as well. It's a time for new ideas. Venus entering in Pisces soon. These readings are timeless, but at the time I am recording this, Venus is gonna enter Pisces. So we have, there is gonna be a daydreamy feel. Very daydreamy. That's what you're doing. You're regretting, you're pondering on what could have been different. What could have been, what could have started, what new things could you have begun with that thing that you had, but it could have gotten away. So we're gonna see. Let's see. Let's see why you are feeling this regret, or maybe somebody else is feeling regret here. Either way, there is a energy of thinking about how things could have been, how, like, where you went wrong in a situation, or where a person might have gone wrong in the relationship or a situation. Both of you or one of you have the energy of I kind of regret, like, even though this is what happened between us, I'm still acknowledging where I went wrong and what I could have done differently. So okay. Oh, number one, please. So This past energy of regret, the present energy of ponder. The regret is still lingering. You might have been that feels like a more longer energy you might have had that more long term. Like for a while now, you've been really thinking about that situation, that connection that you had in the past. With the ponder, this is where you're really reflecting on what could have been different. With the fish, that's really sticking out to me is how you're accepting what you learned from missing out. What it's like you feel like you missed out, but you still learned lessons and you were able to apply what you learned to new connections and new relationships. And because of that, it's literally working for you. Like the cycle is going the proper way. You're learning, you're reflecting, and like I said, with that newness, that energy of something new, because fish can represent fertility, something new, with the tree growing in the back there. You also have the magician. So that's a great energy to start with. You have the magician. You're so inspired right now. That's actually, it gives me a vibe that's why you're looking up a love reading, because you are activated right now. You are awakened. You have reflected on the past, but you are awakened by that reflection, that you're excited to apply what you have learned. You know that you deserve new beginnings, that you know that you're gonna make it happen for yourself. This is it's crazy too, because Aries energy here in Aries season talks about new beginnings and starting something, and not being afraid to hit the record button on yourself if you want to create content, or maybe you are somebody who has experience and is tired of feeling heartbreak, so you want to help other people and you want to record yourself talking about love advice and things like that. Because I did see somebody hit the record button, even though I just hit the record button. It's the same thing. It's like very inspired to apply, to use your new skills. So let's see, the Knight of Pentacles underneath the deck too. Could be manifesting a new love. So let's see with this magician. Let's see what else wants to come out for pile number 1. So, okay, because of this self-love energy that you're in, you're forgiving yourself, reflecting, admiring yourself for being strong, for really giving yourself the credit where it's due. You're attracting a better love here. You're attracting something more equal, something more balanced. And earlier I did mention that you're going through the proper cycles of almost like a breakup, like you're handling it very, very, very appropriately. And that word just keeps coming to my head, very appropriately. You were hurting, you had regret, then you were thinking about what could have been different. You reflected, and now you're going to apply these changes to your new chapter in life. And because you're doing literally what we should be doing with all obstacles in life, and you're handling it like a champ, the universe is ready to move forward with you with this new energy. And now that you're feeding into yourself and the things that you like, and you're interested maybe in spirituality or just self-improvement, now that you're here in this energy of self-improvement, the universe is ready to meet you halfway with a more balanced energy for you. With the Six of Pentacles, it's like the energy you're in is you're taking care of yourself, and you becoming whole with yourself. You're realizing that you want to feed into your partner, and you want them to feed into you right back in a very harmonious exchange. And that's what you're manifesting here. See, with the Three of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, what's coming up for you in love is that you're just gonna feel so alive and so inspired to go out there and to get, dressed up extremely. Look at that radiant red color that she has on. And the red color means powerful. So going out there, hanging out in the world, dressing powerful, seeming powerful, very powerful confidence. And it's because you're ready to attract this harmonious relationship. You're going out there very powerful, knowing what you want. And what you want is a functional home that works, right? Like that's what you want, and you're going to get it. So you're here ready to take action to get that. You're going to get your happy ending no matter what. And you're ready to put in the work too. Like you're not expecting to just sit around. You know that you're going to have to put in work yourself. So actually what I just knocked out of the deck, what just came out, was the Five of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. So what this tells me is that you're accepting, or you will be very soon, very accepting of your flaws. Now, channeled message, I feel like it could be in a situation where somebody, when you're feeling very powerful in the near future and somebody tries to say, oh, well, don't be so high up on your horse, because don't forget, like, you still have this to work on. You still have that to work on. And instead of getting upset at this person saying this, I see that you're going to be like, you know what? You're right. And I'm not afraid to show that about myself, because you're going to be like, no, that what you perceive as a negative trait, I am perceiving as a good trait. I'm outspoken and I know what I want, and I'm going to use the same outspoken energy that I have to go out into the world and get exactly what I want. With the Ten of Pentacles, I'm going to write my own script. I'm going to have the ending that I want. And this person, it's like they're going to inspire you. It's like, you're right. I am a go-getter. I am confident. Because this person might say it to you like, oh, you're too aggressive. You're too fast forward, too fast moving. You're loud, maybe. You speak very loudly, and instead of taking offense, you're going to be like, you know what, this is exactly what makes me me. So I'm going to flaunt my insecurities that were once insecurities. Now they're positive traits. So that's, very powerful energy coming up for you. Very, very powerful. So let's finish off this reading. What else for pile 1? The Four of Cups and the Ace of Wands and the Tower. What else is coming up for you in love is when you least expect it, when you feel like your changes that you're making, or the tactics that you're trying, or when you feel like nothing is working and you're almost like about to give up on that self-love, you're going to have this epiphany, like, what am I doing? Like, I got to this point, I worked on myself so much and I was at my highest, and I love feeling that way. So you're going to experience very soon the highest point, very pivotal, like very life-changing energy. And after that kind of starts to wear down a little bit, you're gonna pick yourself back up and say, no, I can't let that happen. So with the Five of Swords here, you're gonna be willing to fight for your own happiness. Like, you're not gonna let it slip by. You're not gonna give up on it so easily. And when the universe sees you picking yourself up when you least expect it, it's going to bring you this Tower, this shocking manifested gift, a surprise. It's to teach you to be vulnerable to the good things that are coming in, like not trying to be in control of everything, but being a little more vulnerable to the gifts and the things that you can receive from the universe. So this is going to be something unexpected that helps you it's going to be a life-changing event here. So let's get one more card on this, and we're going to close out the reading. Seven of Wands. Okay, so a huge indicator that this has arrived, that this connection, yes, it's a connection. A huge indicator, because we have the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and we have the Ten of Cups. So this is both of you here. Let me make sure that you can like see that properly. Okay. I want you to really like take a look at that, and then like the two swans here. So here with this 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, it's giving your energy and this new partner's energy. The way that you guys are going to unexpectedly meet or come across each other, the energy that you guys are both in is similar. Both have been through stuff, you know, in love. Both tired of heartbreak, wanting something long term. So this person coming in, they're gonna have experience and they're gonna have heartbreaks, but they're not ready to give up. They have scars, battle scars from their love journey, but they're not ready to give up just yet. They feel like they want to, but they're not. They know that there's somebody out there that can fulfill them. And with what they're not seeing right now is that all these things they've been through with past lovers have prepared this person to be the exact lover for you. So both of you have almost been like in this boot camp kind of mode, kissing frogs kind of mode until you get to each other. And it's like the two swans with the swan babies. Like, come on now, so cute. So this is how your partner is going to be coming in, and you will be in this energy of just radiant queen beauty. Just even, you know, not gender specific, but just radiant, confident. No one's gonna bring me down. No one can tear down this energy. You know, like, I'm like, come at me, I'm ready, I am not afraid, I'm so fired up, just ready to take on anything. And then boom, you're in this powerful energy, and then boom, here comes a partner that is like, wow. Well, this connection has made me pull my guard down. I'm like, wow, I want to get to know him or her. It's like, you will know, like, out of all the people that are trying to come in and trying to take you out on a date or whatever, or potential partners, you will know. You're gonna know when you're not fully into it, but you will know when this connection has arrived. It's gonna be unexpected, and it's gonna activate you like crazy. Look at this 10 of Cups. You guys were made for each other. You guys were supposed to meet at this time. This is the time. Okay, underneath the deck, there's the Knight of Pentacles again, the Ace of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. Wow. I could say, I feel confident to say that what's coming next for you in love this year is going to be your last relationship. So thank you, pile number 1. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one. Ooh, hello, pile number 2. And I just realized that my fingertips are a tad bit purple because I was making like sweet potatoes, purple potatoes, so don't mind me. Anyway, okay, pile number 2. Let's see what is coming up in love for you. And you picked the raw moonstone. Sure. Let's see what's coming up in love for pile number 2. Ooh. Okay. So forgive and relax. And soul underneath. So we have forgive, relax. Maybe somebody here watched Up recently. Okay, I'm also gonna bring out this soul for you because I am drawn to an adventure. So the seashell could also mean something for you. Forgive, relax, soul, and adventure. Yeah, so So I let's clarify some, because it kind of feels like somebody here is at separation. Let's see. Let's dive in. It will all come together. Let's dive in. But something feels renewed as well. Like, not just separation. Something feels new. Something feels exciting, but peaceful. Very peaceful. Or something feels whole. More whole. Because before, it's like somebody was looking for the piece to something, but they found it. Okay, let's see for pile number 2. What do we have for pile number 2? Pile number 2, please. 7 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups. With the Page of Cups. Okay. I feel like, I know we're talking about what's coming up, but it feels like almost like in the past, the 7 of Cups feels like a past energy, like you were confused in the past. It's possible that you two met in the past and were confused about the way you felt with each other, but you were too young, but now you're not. Very possibly that 2 people here were at separation and went on. First, it couldn't work at one time. They moved on. It's like a story here. It's literally like a story. These 2 people moved on, went through life, and it's like the synchronicities were still there. Like, they were still there in each other's minds and hearts. Because the soul and adventure, it was like almost fun. It was almost like a game, like this back and forth. It sounds like twin flames, but I don't want to be too quick to say that, because you can have that kind of connection with other connections as well. Like that, like back and forth. There's a lot of, remember that there is very passionate connections in this world, because love chooses you, you know? Like, you're not going to choose, like, you don't really get to choose love. Like, it's like Cupid. When it chooses to strike, it strikes. So, not every passionate connection has to be a twin flame, but there is going to be connections on this earth that are just so fiery and wow, and just, like, mind-blowing. And it kind of sounds a little bit like this. It sounds like, because of this passionate, strong connection, you both went through life and were very into, like, maybe crystals, maybe one of you collects seashells, or just found bliss in life. It was almost like a spiritual, like, beginner, like, activator for both of you. And I'm not saying that both of you are out there, like, meditating, but it's like you are open to more things in life because of that. So I do see that there was synchronicities. There was like a soul game, almost like a soul game, like trying to send each other thoughts, thinking of each other, things reminding, like, constantly, maybe not being in communication all the time, but it's just like a fun, childish, in a good way, kind of game. Like a very calming, like, you know, like, there's nobody else like each other for this, like, for you or for this person. Nobody else could match that connection. So I know that it's what's coming up, but I just felt that I had to say that. So I almost get a sense that I'm speaking to somebody like a little bit, not older, but someone with more experience. Maybe late 30s to like 60, I want to say. Like, it just gives me like experience, like calm, reflective, very wise. So, okay. So let's see. Let's see what else wants to come out for pile number 2. Okay, so the sun wanted to come out first. Then we had the Knight of Wands. So something is coming at you, like some sort of information. Like something that I think this person will either has came back recently or will be coming back soon. Coming up, right? Because they have something to say. These words have been burdening. Like, even if you've been in communication throughout the years, this person has not been able to express what they fully want to express. So they're ready now. It could be even an energy of like a letter, like writing a letter or typing out a message and not being fully able to see, because even my incense keeps going out too. So yeah, like this, it already went out once and I relit it and it went out. So it's like you could even be having dreams about like trying to text and the text doesn't go through, or you're trying to like maybe you're in the water and you're trying to swim across and you can't reach or something. Like, you might, when it comes to this situation, there could be an energy of almost there but not really. So when this person wants to truly communicate everything that they truly want to say from the heart, they can't. For some reason, they're blocked because it's not the time. So either they've chickened out, or they're blocked, or they can't send the message, or you guys get into a relationship, so it's like they're trying to respect boundaries, or you're trying to respect boundaries. But now they know, they know, and they want to talk about the confusion that was felt between. Like, they want to let you know that they were also confused in the past, that they also couldn't understand why this felt the way it felt. They couldn't understand it then, and they kind of have more of an idea now. But even now, it's like, wow, I just can't explain, like, why do I feel this way about you? Like, I really can't explain it, and it burdens me. It's literally becoming a weight on my shoulder. And another thing is, too, this person might have gained weight because they're getting too used to like not holding things in, like they're not speaking their truth. So the more they're holding in, then the more pressure they're putting on themselves. Maybe not in happy relationships. Maybe they're getting into bad relationships because they can't be honest with themselves. Well, this is causing a burden for them, and it's affecting them, and it's hindering their growth. So I feel that this person wants to tell you, they could not be realizing this, but they want to tell you, like, finally what's been on their shoulders. Like, finally, like, you don't understand, like, how, I don't even know. It could be, like, their own thing that they want to say. So for some of you, it would be like, oh, if you and me got together when we had the chance, I feel like maybe I wouldn't have went through the things I went through. But that's not necessarily true, because we go through the things we go through to be ready for it's all in strategic divine alignment, and that's what this person needs to understand. I feel like you understand it more than this person does. So with this sun and this Knight of Wands, I think that's that information coming through, that information that completes the picture for you personally. And it's funny that we chose the moonstone for this message, because it's really like you guys were connected through minds. And that's another thing too. It could be like, wow, I could have sworn we were connected through mind, or like we were like telepathically connected, or some crazy yabba yabba doo or something. And to them it's like crazy. To them it's like, oh, this might sound crazy, but and to you it's like, no, it doesn't sound crazy at all, because I understand exactly what you were saying. Okay, let's get some more for pile number 2. 4 Cups in reverse. The Hermit. Okay, on the flip side here, I'm gonna remove these just for now. On the flip side here, we have the 4 Cups, the Hermit, the 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. you also are going to have that chance to express what you've been holding in as well. So what you didn't say at the time where when you felt like you had this person, you didn't say what you wanted to say, and that also hurts. With this Ten of Swords, that's also something that lingers, that hurts. But with them coming out, with talking to you and letting you know how they felt or what they really want to say, you're gonna also be like taken by surprise, like, oh, okay, well, this is the right time for me to also speak to this person from the heart with the Hermit, because the Hermit has been through lonely times. But with this Lantern, it's highlighted to me that you're going to also present a sort of enlightenment for this person. Then it's also hurting you that there's things that you didn't say on purpose. So now could be a time for you to expose the things that you didn't get to say at that time, the things that you have held back over the years, not to cause any problems, not to stir anything up. But you've been, the things that you wanted to say that you also held back could be coming out to the table in the near future. So what I want to say is to remember that you didn't have the wisdom that you have now with the Hermit back when you were younger, when you were in that Page of Cups energy, when you both first met. You both did not have this wisdom. You did not have the words that you have now. So instead of coming to each other in an energy of beating yourselves up for not for losing the opportunity with each other, think about what you have gained not being with each other. And that's what the shift, the focus needs to be here. Because they're coming in with this the energy is similar here, like with you guys, but there has been spiritual growth in this separation. With the Hanged Man, the Seven of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and underneath that was even the King. We'll throw in the King of Swords too. But one thing to keep in mind too is that you guys are both experienced people. You guys are both on the older side, so you've been around the block. You already know. You have your own definition and views on life. So with this Hanged Man and the Seven of Wands, it's saying like not to be so quick to be defensive, like with the facts, because you will both individually, when this conversation happens, you will both individually have your own facts and your own point of view. With the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords, there could be a lot of defensiveness because of the things that were not said throughout the years. After a moment of silence and wisdom, it's like there could be also an energy of trying to show each other how you've done well without each other throughout the years. But one thing to keep in mind is to be open and receptive to what each other has to say. Yes, don't back down, and yes, be confident in your energy, but just be aware that being too confident and being too, like, having the facts straight could also make this separation even longer. So with the Nine of Pentacles to close this out, yes, remember who you are and remember how amazing you are and what you are bringing to the table. But understand that you also deserve love and you also deserve to be treated like royalty. So just be open and receptive. You never know what could be born out of this. So good luck, pile number 2, and I'll see you on the next one. Hello, pile number 3. So let's see what's coming up in love for you. Pile number 3. Okay, so we have trust, and we're gonna take compassion because this is the second time I've seen it since shuffling. So we have trust, compassion. We're gonna get one more. and patience. Yes, I'm gonna like that. Sorry, trying to get my angles right. Okay. Over time, you have developed yourself spiritually and emotionally, and you like spending time on your own because you can trust yourself. You have learned to have compassion for yourself because you've been healing from things that you have been through, maybe childhood things, past things. So you're learning compassion in a way that maybe you were rude to people before, and you're learning how to have compassion within yourself to spread the love. You know, now you're all about spreading the love. And I see with that lotus, that flower blossoming right there, it's just like a sweet, soft patience, just like an understanding, like being that kind of person that makes others feel comfortable. You know, like you want others to feel, because you have learned so much about yourself that you feel like you're a good advice giver, or you can listen to someone and understand them, you know, just because you have had that self-compassion. And then with the patience, you know, with the moon phases being different here, it's like, oh, it's giving me like over time with patience, for it's like you're learning how to have patience for one thing taught you how to have more trust and compassion and just trust. It's like the trust that you have for yourself is just fierce lately, you know. It's different. Okay, so let's see what's going on. But okay, this is what I was trying to get to, sorry. But now that you have gained these traits that are you coming into your full self, you have been manifesting love. And that's why you're here. That's why you're now like, you know what? I want to get out there. I want to date. Or now you have reached a stage in your like love, your self-love journey. You have reached a stage where you think that the next step for you is to find wholeness within a relationship, because you have wholeness within oneself, and that's why you're always striving for, to have that wholeness within yourself. But now you feel like you're ready to share and have someone who also has trust and compassion and patience. You want someone that can keep teaching you. So let's see, pile number 3, you're giving me a very, very like, I want to say like holistic vibe. You're giving me very soft, like aesthetic. Maybe you're a Taurus or a Venus sign like Libra, or you have strong Venus placements, but your aesthetics, your self aesthetic is important to you right now. Venus is entering Pisces when I am recording this, so, but it's like that has been one thing that you have down pat, like working on your personal aesthetic and working on your personal look. So now that you have that down a little better than you did before, you're ready to match it with someone else. That's so funny. But yeah, you're giving me like, just like the green aventurine here, you're giving me a very sage green vibe. So I want to say minty. Oh my god, I sound crazy. It's just giving me fresh linen, minty, not hospital vibes, but like just clean, minimal, like you like a very clean space. You like your space to smell nice. Very, very I would love to come over if seriously, like the vibe I'm feeling right now is very like very herby, very herbal, very, maybe you like to make teas, you love the smell of teas, you love eucalyptus, you know, maybe you're a very big fan of pastel colors, soft colors, soft to the eye. You're very big on things that are like soft to the eye, pastel colors. Easter is coming up, so it could be somebody decorating for Easter. Okay. File number 3, please. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, the moon. Okay, and temperance. Okay, literally what I said. The temperance at the bottom, but just gonna show it for now. Literally what I said. Like, you're diving into the things that you want. You've been so patient with yourself. You've been patient for love, but you haven't been rushing it. Where now you're really wondering, like, I've been so patient. I feel like I haven't really been trying to find love, but now I'm ready, and I just kind of don't know where to start, right? And maybe you're just not open to just talking to, like, just anybody about this. Like, some people, when you tell them that you're ready to date, they can go overboard. Like, they try to give you makeovers, or they try to change you or make you look more appealing, but you don't want that. You want it to be natural. You want it to naturally come. So with the moon, you're really like, okay, I feel like I do think about, being held or being listened to, or someone making me breakfast in the morning, or like, just different thoughts that you haven't really thought of before could be entering your mind now. Sorry, I'm bending over here. Okay, the High Priestess with the moon. Wow, very Pisces, Cancer energy. Hold on. So the hold on. I want to show you at the bottom of the deck. You have the 9 of Cups, the Justice, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. The universe is pleased with all this. Your spirit guides. Universe is pleased with all the self-correctiveness that you've done. You have mastered a level of self-forgiveness and being okay with oneself so well that universe is like, you really do deserve what you want. This is such a tender and soft energy, very feminine, and even if you're a male, this is not gender specific, but by feminine I mean coming to conclusion with one's true emotions. It's like, this is how I feel. I'm going to be open with how I feel, and I don't want to have to hide how I feel. So take me as I am. Being your most authentic self is how you are going to attract the most authentic love. So with the Justice, which is the 11 coming through there, and the 9 of Cups, you're Libra energy as well. You're at that. Okay, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy heavy, and then Libra. You're at that because the moon is like, it's just like highlighting to me that the crystal ball is like right here, like on her head. So you're just not afraid to accept how you're feeling subconsciously, or like what your inner thoughts are. You're not hiding them, and you're not afraid of your inner thoughts, because you're just desiring so much right now. You're very dreamy, very desiring, very attracting, very silent too. Like, you're not just going out there and announcing that you want to date, but just the elegancy that you are displaying here is unmatched. So because you are at that emotional wholeness, the Queen of Cups ready to give, her love, ready to meet her king. The Justice is here, like, and also you understand how ready you are for love. You're understanding what you're gonna have to sacrifice, which is like, having everything to yourself at home, or whatnot. You're okay with that, and because of how much love you're ready to pour into this relationship, universe is gonna match you with that and say, okay, well, you're going to get this love tenfold. 10 freaking fold. Like, very strong. So I wanna pull more for these. Oh my god, I swear I knew this card was gonna come out. I freaking knew the Lovers. I swear I was like gonna say, if the Lovers comes out, that's gonna be such confirmation. Okay, here we are with the Lovers. So yeah, It's like I said with that justice earlier that was just there. The universe, the divine, your divine angels are, there's divine intervention. They're so ready to give you what you're manifesting, give you that love that you're manifesting. They're so ready to meet you halfway in that. Yeah, and very soon, what's coming up next for you too is going to be like very funny synchronicities, like the meet. You're like, here, let's pull another one. But the way you guys meet is gonna be just very, very like, very wow, like, just symbolic, but only for the two of you. Yep, I already knew this one was okay. Let me stop with that. I already knew. Okay, well, the Tower, unexpected, strange. It's gonna be strange for sure. Let's pull another one for the Lovers and the Tower, please. The Lovers and the Tower. The Judgment. Wow. Okay. All I can say is what's still coming out like over and over is that this is just going to be so symbolic, very angelic, very high vibrational meeting because of how naturally you're trying to manifest it. You could be a witch as well, or just have done like a spell to magnetize, but your magnetism is just so intense right now. Very feminine, attractive energy, and because you're in that feminine energy, the feminine energy is to receive, so you're just opening to receive that perfect half. So because of that, the meeting is just, the way you guys meet is just going to be very symbolic, very sudden, very striking, like that lightning striking. Very, you're gonna feel it in your scalp, you're gonna feel it in your body, you're gonna feel it in your stomach. But it's not gonna be like an agitation kind of feeling. It's gonna be like, not like anxiety, like, oh my god, I can't do this. It's gonna be more of like I said, symbolic, like unforgettable. Angels will be there when you meet. Divine angels. Maybe your ancestors or divine guides are pushing you towards each other. Let's see. The Ten of Swords in reverse. Oh my gosh. The Ten of Swords in reverse and the Ace of Cups at the bottom. Okay, two things I want to point out. Okay, Ten of Swords in reverse with the Ace of Cups. This is going to feel, when you guys meet and when you guys start talking, start like doing your thing, like getting to know each other, or when you're gonna try, it's not gonna be super sudden, like getting to know each other. There's gonna have to be patience there too. But as you guys develop into like connecting, there's gonna be a lift of pain, like from you. There's gonna be a feeling of letting go of pain, or being able to, or almost feeling like that new beginning when you guys meet, like that very angelic new beginning. But I feel that your person, because this was here under the deck earlier, the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. I feel like your person could recognize that something new has entered their life. But I would say like refrain from, because this person is also entering a stage where they're ready for long-term commitment. So this person is gone through a different life story. So the way they're coming in is like they're ready for a long term. They want to settle. I don't know like what their story is too much right now, but they just know what they want, and they know they can also feel like there's something new changing within them, and there's like a more like stable change happening. But I would say that because of how new this energy is to this person with the Nine of Swords, there could be one last ego death here for you. So it could be something as simple as this person being kind of rejecting at first or pushing you away at first, or it could maybe not play out exactly the way you wanted to, but it's because try not to move in too fast towards this, because they could get scared. Or if you say things like, oh, I swear when we first met it was like angels were there, or it was so symbolic, like if you say this too soon, it might freak them out, because they are also aware that something is happening, but all this is new to them. This like spirituality or activation inside, like this is going to be new, so you have to have that compassion with them too, that they are on their path as well, trying to figure it out. So if you two are meant to be together and this is your last relationship, his path is playing out, his story is playing out just like yours is. So make sure that you don't present something that this person is not ready for, like divine intervention or certain terms that this person might not be ready for, because they might not take it that well at first, like they might misunderstand what you're saying. Of course, if you're into crystals or witchy stuff or tarot cards, don't hide who you are, don't change who you are for them. But what I'm trying to say is, don't like freak them out with lingo or terms that they don't understand. Because, what if they're Catholic or something and it pushes them away? Like, but you're going to be the one to open them up to new ideas and new possibilities. So thank you for tuning in, pile number 3, and I will see you on the next one.